Hello y'all, welcome to part 8 of my Stromgarde 583 playthrough / Let's Play series in the Crusader Kings 2 mod, Warcraft, Guardians of Azeroth. In part 7, we fought some gnomes and some dwarves and we made them our tributaries, and the reason why we did that is because we plan on fighting the Alliance, which we need to take out, well not take out, but at least defeat in a war, because we're going to need to take over Alterac, the Kingdom of Alterac, and hopefully form the Empire, the Aeternum Empire. That is our plan, and so we have to face the Alliance for that, and it seems the Alliance had a leader change actually. Now they have High Sea Priest Arnulf II. He is a 7-year-old, and his father, Jameson II, was the previous leader of the Alliance, the Godslayer, as he's called. He died. He was killed by Warcon Bleth II of the Thundercleft War Clan in a chaotic battlefield duel. He was killed by a centaur in Kalimdor, I think, or wherever that's at. But yeah, the Alliance has a new leader now, or does it? I think it does. Yeah, they have a new leader now at this point. And so we have tons of units, well, tons of soldiers we can call upon for a possible war with the Alliance. But at this time, before we do that, we're going to make a little bit of an effort. What's this about? Help somebody. Oh, heal my wounds with magic. Yes, please do that. And now the king is going to have the trait. King Gallant Trollbane is going to have the trait grievously scarred or something. I don't know. Something with scarring. Whatever that means. It's whatever though. And okay, what's this about? Something about carousing. Sure, let's go have a feast. I guess we have there's a defensive pact formed against us for some reason. Not sure why. Whatever. And we're going to try and have Arthas Menethil assassinated, because we formed an alliance with the grandson, with the nephew of the king, Gallant Trollbane's nephew, Tyrannus II of Lordamir. We need to have Arthas Menethil assassinated, who is 61 years old. We need him dead, so that his son may inherit the throne, who we have an alliance with. So, how's that assassination plot going? We've got to kill an undead king. Let's get everyone on board, pay all these people off. That's the plan. Can you guys just please accept to do this? Why can we not assassinate him? We just want him dead. Is that hard to have him dead? Let's seclude ourselves in meditation and all that. I don't think we can assassinate him. I really don't. The king gained something from an event, and something happened here. Carousing takes place. War is going on for Alterac. Bring out the branding iron for this guy. Alterac is fighting a alliance liberation of Rabkalin, whatever. That's in the Kalimdor, I think it's Kalimdor, like with an M, not with an N. That's taking place over in that continent, and carousing is done with the king, so maybe we can take on the Alliance now. We have all these troops on our side, effectively. Our army has built up a lot of strength. Let's build up Stromgarde a little bit before we attack here. Well, we already are doing that. Let's build up some forts, though, actually, get some scout towers, and maybe get a light garrison at the fort there. Also build up the fort at Faldor's Cove. And if these forts get sieged and taken out of possible, well, if they get sieged down anyway, they will be, don't give out land to anyone who asks. If they get sieged down, they're going to just be gone, so all of our money will be a waste. Hopefully it isn't. Crumbling masterwork, repair this. Northern Theoden's wall needs to be fixed. That's done. And now the king has the trait Master Warrior 8, I think it is. And what that refers to is a trait that, well, the way this mod works, it has a class system that tries to emulate World of Warcraft. So you have Warrior, you have, what else? You have Warrior, you have Master, you have Rogue, and what else here? Rogue, that guy doesn't have a class, whatever. But there are class systems here. And so can we fight Alterac, please? I would like to fight them. What happened here? Oh great, the Scourge took over Alterac. Terrific. So can we take on the Scourge? They have 45,000 soldiers. Wow. So they took over Alterac from the Paranol Dynasty. I think they did anyway. Well, actually, yeah, Morgan Menethil controls it. That's actually the niece of the king. And how's our plot going? And we have some people on board with it. And let's try to get that done. Keep bribing people to be on board with the idea. We definitely need to have our plan succeed to kill Arthas. That might be a little bit difficult. I don't know what we're going to do. We got to fight the Scourge now to form the Aeternum Empire. They're not going to be no easy force to defeat. The Sword of the Light, and now the king is going to get a bloodline. Our lands must be purified. He will be known as the Light. He's no longer Galen Trollbane the Cruel. I think he has a bloodline at this point. Okay, never mind, he doesn't. He just has the Zealot. King Galen the Cruel is now King Galen the Zealot. And what's this about? The holy side of Stromgarde is an important center of the holy light faith. And let's go there. And that's going to be done. Praise the light. And somebody's died. Somebody got assassinated, I think. Is that the grandson of the king? I'm not sure. And now we have the trait. We have some modifier called religious philosopher. And I think a relative of the king got assassinated, maybe. I'm not sure, though. Let me see here. Did somebody get assassinated? I'm not entirely certain. Maybe someone did. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Whatever. Yeah, not too certain what to do about that there. But anyway, we had to fight the Scourge now to possibly form the Aeternum Empire, which will not be easy at all. And we gotta purge the lands of Alterac somehow. And it may involve having to kill the niece of the king. And that could be a problem. Can we at least assassinate Arthas, please? We have all these people on board with this plot. We need more backers, and we're going to have carousing take place. And that's going to be done. So I wish we could really fight the Scourge and hope we could beat them. We need them to be distracted with something. Because even with all of our forces, 28,000 some soldiers, it is going to be a brutal war. We need to build up Stromgarde even more. Get this started here, this carousing effort. And this guy has a fight. And let's just escape from that fight there. We could have got the Craven trait from that decision we made, but we didn't, so that's good. Let's build up the fort in Stromgarde a little bit more. Put an outpost there. Also put up a castle town. And also build something in Notuia. Put up some stone walls, maybe. So that's going to be done. We do have to fight the Scourge. I hate having to contemplate what we're going to do here. We need Arthas Menethil to die so badly, just so he will, like, threaten this guy to stay out of factions. Oh well, he is just not. Oh great, now we have a conquest taking place. Who's leading this faction? This is a Calvadir fire cool type. That's a great. A thick fog blanketed the shores of your lands, and though all the winds have faded, lonely ships appeared on the horizon from the mist. They floated fast through the dark waves to the coast. As soon as the ships crashed into the ground with a loud screech, hundreds of disfigured, tortured souls jumped off the decks onto the shore, starting to wreak havoc and destruction on your lands. So are they like ghost Vikings, undead Vikings, whatever? We have a huge army here. Send them down to go fight these enemy troops. We have several people to lead our forces, and they're going to go defeat these invaders, this host of enemies, obligate the vassal here to do something, call in allies to help us, and we can't really rely on our vassals too much here. Somebody died. A magistrate died, whatever. Resist my foul impulses to do something to a prisoner, and the host is beaten back. The whatever type of species, whatever race attacked us, the Viacul, type of Viacul, whatever they were. The Calvadir, yeah, they're defeated. I think they're like undead Viacul, which are like Vikings, Viking type people maybe, but they're defeated. And let's also ransom some prisoners. We just have a bunch of them laying around. That's going to be done. How's that plot going to kill Arthas Menethil? We have people who might be on board with it, but it's just not getting very far too fast, which is unfortunate. We have some raiders here, Black Rock Orcs, and other Storm Reaver Orcs. Let's go defeat them and send them packing. We have these people we ransomed off. Good, that's done. And I'm not going to look forward to fighting the Scourge at all. That's going to be such a pain. Like, they're huge, they're powerful. 57,000 troops. Can I just get in a massive war, please? I really need them to crumble on their own. And was this peculiar tradition? Whatever. Harvest festivals, that's going to be done. We have some raiders over here in the western part, well, in the eastern part of our realm of Stromgarde. Go fight them. And yeah, that's going to happen. That's going to be won there by the king's forces. The Battle of East Coast is over. We have more raiders down to the south now. And those raiders are, I think, members, well, they are kobolds. Those what they are down there. And let the king seclude himself in prayer and meditation due to he gets that event. Okay, never mind, that's done. And we win this battle with these raiders. The kobolds are sent back to their lands, defeated. That's good. I'm so conflicted what to do with the Scourge here. They're just so mighty. They will stomp us if we fight them. 60,000 troops. They need to be involved in a war. Great, now we've got to fight Arthas Menethil in a battle. Terrific. And he is the King of Lordaeron, and he's fighting Galen Trollbane. Now we have to call upon our allies to help us. Call in this guy, call in Nomergon and Iron Forge. Let's call in the rest of our troops to come aid us and get them all summoned together and fight for the kingdom. And they're going to be rallied up near the capital. And let's get some holy orders on our side. Okay, they're already fighting for us. Never mind. We've got to defeat Lordaeron now and the Iron Forge dwarves. And Nomergon is called to our side. Bring out a branding iron for this guy. Let's rally all of our units and fight in a big decisive battle with Lordaeron. Adopt the Marshal's ideas or something. And bring out a branding iron for some guy who's an apostate. That's done there. So 20,000 some troops. Rally the units more. Attach the allied armies that will come join us eventually. 13,000 from Iron Forge and 4,000, about 5,000 from the Nomergon. But let's go defeat these undead troops in a little bit. Once we're ready, get our armies assembled more. 21,000. Okay, they both have 21,000. Great. So let's hold our position here where we are. This is, what type of area is this? I'm not sure what the terrain is. Great, so that's a problem. Maybe, no, it's a farmlands. That's a forest, whatever. And that is up in the... Okay, whatever. Just wait for the gnomes or the dwarves to arrive before we fight Lordaeron, who I think is trying to attack... What is this? This is a holy war for Durnhold. Okay. And how much power does Lordaeron have at this point? They control all of Alterac, essentially. And I wish they weren't part of the Scourge. If it was just Arthas, this would be much easier. We're still plotting to assassinate him. It's just difficult, though. And to be honest, we have a better chance of killing him in the middle of a battle than we do actually getting him assassinated. He has what? He has -5 personal combat skills, so we may have a chance to actually assassinate him. We gotta wait for our allies to arrive. Please get here, everyone. Where are the gnomes and the dwarves at? Get up here. We need your aid. They're arriving now. And we're gonna go fight the forces of Lordaeron in Durnhold very soon. Here is our allies. Let's go fight them now. Go fight these enemy troops. And they're going to have the terrain advantage. Doesn't matter. We have the numbers. Push, please. Fight in the battle. Push back the undead of Lordaeron. Bring out the branding iron for this guy. The undead have lost that battle. Now let's continue to push and take back Durnhold. That's going to be retaken by us. And it's going to take a while to siege down, but whatever. There's a bunch of undead nearby. Okay. Smugglers enter the Ditlevsen, whatever. And this battle is won, or no, we gotta siege this place down. And there's something about the king. Let him gain the trait Theologian. That's gonna be done, and let's go fight these enemies here. We fight another battle with the undead of Lordaeron. We win. Good. And we need to take back Durnhold even more. So Lordaeron loses a second battle at this point. And that is a big blow to their forces. We've lost a few units ourselves due to attrition mostly. But they're being driven out of our realm. We are retaking some cities they captured. Now let's go fight this army down here. About 6,000 some troops. They lose this battle as well. Good, we took some guy captive. And that's a lord of some place, whatever. And what do? Let's go march on the capital of Lordaeron, I guess, because we have the ability to do so. The defensive pact that was formed against us has been disbanded. Let's put a fort down, maybe. Pretty bad attrition here. It's whatever. Put down this fort. Siege down the capital of Lordaeron. It would take us some time to assault this place. And we have an enemy now, a second war we gotta fight. And the undead are coming at us from all directions. There's so many undead. So very many of the undead. Let's beat Lordaeron first. We're gonna have to hire some mercenaries for these other wars probably. And call on our allies to help us. Arthas Menethil is being, this holy war is over. He has failed the death god. And we got a lot of gold from that, whatever. Let's summon more of our units, our allies, to come help us. Let's also hire some mercenaries. At this point, we've got to fight 2 wars with the rest of some more Scourge vassals. This is the king of the hinterlands. And they took a lot of land from the Amani trolls that were in this general area here I'm clicking on. And there's also Deep Alim, who we have a history of fighting with recently. They keep trying to attack us. But it's whatever. Let's get our troops back down here, rally our units, and also hopefully get some more mercenaries maybe. Yeah, we gotta hire mercenaries. We don't need holy orders at this point. We need more than the holy orders. I mean, they're technically mercenaries per se. They're faith-based mercenaries, maybe. Okay, never mind. Let's just get some actual mercenaries, though. Let's get the Bloodsail Pirates called in to help us fight the Scourge, who is attacking us more and more. They're so annoying. And we have the Bloodsail Pirates on our side. Let's assemble at Nethanderstead, and our forces are gathered together. Let's go fight them now. And then we gotta go fight the army of Hinterland. With the Hinterlands is gonna come take us on, but let's defeat this army here. We're pushing forward, and the forces of Deep Alim have lost Take this place back for Stromgarde, please. Let's actually... Great, somebody's attacking some area here. Stop the culprits from... I guess some people are trying to raise and loot some things. Stop that immediately. They're part of our territory. If this was enemy territory, I wouldn't care as much about raising and looting places, but they're not even... We're just trying to retake places that we technically should have control over. I mean, they're part of our realm. We can't really... It wouldn't be a good idea to probably loot them. Somebody died. Oh well, the wife of the king has died. Oh no. Is that... Yeah, I think she died, yeah. His king, he's now unmarried. Whatever, he's 69 years old. He's quite up there in age. Let's get intrigue education for this girl here. Designated regent. Get a bunch of people in minor title roles. Get a court jester, master of the horse, master of the hunt, and master of something else. High on honor, cup bearer. That's done. And also get the sensual court tutor, and that's good there. We have a court tutor who is a Pandaren. Okay. Ruler is unmarried. Let's not worry about him getting married again. He already has like an heir with several grandchildren. Well, a couple grandchildren. So that's good. So let's at least siege down Osenfield and take it for Stromgarde and force this undead Ditlevsen out of the war. Well, defeat them. They have lost their war. And that's a second Holy War won at this point. Now we gotta go fight the Hinterlands, who is trying to take Caraduro. They sieged it down while we were busy, but let's go take it back for us, please. That's the plan. And the king is going to get something due to having a higher... Okay, he's going to found a bloodline very soon. Make a speech about your future conquest. And a warlord from Stromgarde. Scarcely any ruler bordering Stromgarde sleeps well at night, tormented by the dreams of conquest of their terrible neighbor. King Gallen has carved a blood-soaked path through the lands of Stromgarde, earning the fame of a ruthless and fearsome warrior. None is safe from his reach, and it is hard to say if his thirst for conquest will ever be satisfied. A cunning and relentless commander, he has overseen countless victories on the battlefield and acquired immortal glory for himself as well as all of his descendants. And that's going to be done, and we have forged a bloodline for the Trollbane dynasty. We already had one, now we have two. Let's beat the undead here of the Hinterlands in this field. Fight these guys. Crush them, please. They have lost the war. Now we have an Old Way uprising somewhere. I don't know where the Old Way uprising is, but whatever, we'll go deal with them shortly. That's over. And what even is the Old Way? Is that like a... I have no clue what that is. Gilnean society. It's like a old religion of Gilneas, like their traditional religion or something. But we got to go defeat that Old Way revolt now. And what does this bloodline we have even do? Blood of King Gallen. Leading the center plus 5%. Levy reinforcements plus 5% increases the chance of looting artifacts after sieging enemy holdings. Personal combat skill plus 5. A master of the battlefield, Gallen has become infamous as a ruthless conqueror and implacable warrior with an unparalleled strategic genius. Okay, but let's take back this place we lost to the undead early on. Well, to Hinterlands early on. Once we take this place back, that's going to be a big blow to them because this is the only real gain they made. Siege this place down, siege it down, siege down everything. When this battle, someone got killed. The niece of the king got killed by someone. Oh, she got murdered on the orders of a high lord. Okay, great. So there goes the niece of the king. And how is his half-sister doing? She is married to... Never mind. How are we doing with assassinating Arthas, though? Not very well. Oh, well. So let's keep fighting the undead here. Then we've got to go deal with a revolt and ask for some monetary backing from a friend. They said no, whatever. Defeat more of the undead here. Push them out in every way possible. We gotta go deal with an Old Ways uprising. Once we get done here, there's so many things to deal with. We want to fight the Scourge so badly, but they're just such a pain. At least we got tons of gold out of this. We could probably hire all the mercenaries in the world to fight the Scourge at this point, which would be a very... I don't know. Could we win with that? Possibly. Let's go defeat the Old Gods uprising over here. And we have like almost... We have nearly 7,000 gold at this point, and we're having tons of gold still flow in. 51 gold per month. Wow, so that's a lot. We defeat the Old Gods Uprising, and that is done. I have no right to question the gods or something. Some event there to Holy Light. We won that revolt against the Old Ways Uprising. I mean, we beat that uprising. Now we have to pick an ambition. 71-year-old Gallen the Zealot is going to have... Let's have him do... I don't know, not seed around Prosper. He doesn't really need to do an ambition for now. Just cancel that out. One child likes a childhood focus. Let's have him do struggle. He is a member of the Paranormal Dynasty. which was the ruling dynasty of Alterac, but now they have no realm because they lost it to the Scourge. And it's sort of interesting because Alterac is traditionally, I guess, the rival of Stromgarde, but clearly they fell in hard times and now their land is entirely owned by the undead. Can we even fight the Scourge yet? No, we can't. We really need to fight the Scourge, but we can't do it. How's the Alliance doing, I wonder? The 15-year-old ruler of the Alliance is fighting an embargo war, like two either find the Alliance Paldanian embargo war. It's going in the favor of the Alliance. We could beat the Alliance. If they had held on to Alterac, that would have definitely benefited us, but that's clearly not what happened. And what is the Scourge doing? They're fighting a revolt somewhere, led by some Gnolls. Whatever. Let's fight the Scourge, I guess. Let's wait about a year. And what is the Horde? Excellent. The War Chief. Oh, there's a new leader of the Horde. Okay. And could we join the Horde, possibly? I don't know. I don't think we'll try to do that. Stromgarde is better off independent. And let's just try to wait. I think the Horde's having a civil war even. Yeah, they're having a Horde revolt between there's a Storm Reaver versus a Drakari old god worshipper. What's this about? Your vassal has expressed her dissatisfaction with the council, blah blah blah. She wants to be on the council. No, you're not going to join the council. But let's wait until the end of 649, or until the middle of 649 before we start fighting the Scourge, so we can at least get our troops to be stronger. 71-year-old Galen Trollbane versus the undead. I'm sure that will end well. But let's maybe improve Stromgarde a little bit more. Build up the fort here. That light garrison is going to be improved. Build up the trade post. Build a trade city or something there, whatever that tier of building's called. And we do have to fight the Scourge. We are going to do that very soon. A couple more months. What are they doing now? They're fighting the Alliance in a great war. Good. This is our chance to strike. And let's make our move. We have 6,000 gold. We should be able to hire all the mercenaries in the world, honestly. Let's purge the lands of Alterac and hope we can prevail here. Summon all of our troops and all of our allies. And we're definitely just probably going to rely on calling in the mercenaries one at a time, because even if we have all this gold, it means if we try to get them all involved at once, we definitely suffer in terms of finances. So let's just get all of our troops ready to go. We're going to march on Alterac and try to take that kingdom away from the undead Scourge so that we can form the Aeternum Empire for the sake of Stromgarde, which is the heir of the ancient state that is the Aeternum Empire. Somebody wants some land, we say no. We have 18,000 soldiers here. March into Ravenhold. What even is the de jure territory of Alterac? Okay, Ravenhold is part of it. De jure. Okay, so alright, let's just go for everything that's technically part of Alterac. We're going to have like 18,000 soldiers or more. A lot of them, plenty of troops calling allies for this conflict. This is going to be a very decisive victory for us if we are to win. Build a fort here immediately so we can deal with some attrition better. So construct that fort, please. And also spread these armies out slightly, like split them in half, and just move only one province apart. Don't get too far away from one another. Don't get separated. And our allies are called into the fight. And let's build a fort here. Siege this place down with 10,000 troops. We have, 9,000 some troops in the other place. Let's have our allies be attached to the king's army when they can get up here, please. Okay, we can't really get them right now, but whatever. And we're going to siege this place, or no, get rid of this. Okay, forget it. Okay, hold on, we can actually no, don't cancel that order. Forget it, they're going to be up here eventually. We're sieging down this area. Let's actually have the dwarves attached to this army here. The dwarves and the gnomes. How's that fort going? Did they build the fort like I told them to? Get rid of this, please. Fort is going alright. Yeah, so the fort is up, although the attrition is pretty rough there regardless. Whatever. Just siege down every place here we can, and hope we can take on the Scourge when they show up. They may attack Stromgarde eventually, as long as they're distracted with the Alliance. I don't care. It's fine. So just keep taking more of Alterac for the sake of our forces. Now we have a peasant revolt. Great, that's an Emberstone. What do we do about them? I guess we gotta go fight them. And the king has died. Galen Trollbane is dead at the age of 72. And now his son has succeeded him. And thus we have, at this point, his son, Pharaoh the Hideous of Stromgarde, is someone who is completely non-canon. He's original to this universe. Galen Trollbane was in World of Warcraft. He was the son of Thoris Trollbane, who he killed in the lore. He was very, I guess, selfish. Not selfish, but he was killed. He killed his father Then he became undead at some point, and Galen was killed by his undead father. But anyway, we have Pharaoh the Hideous as our third ruler in this playthrough at this point. He is 43 years old, and he is good at combat, obviously, judging by his stats. And he is that bloodline, the Blood of King Galen bloodline. That's going to be good for him. Let's get a marshal, though. And he's going to lead the troops, pick an ambition, become exalted among men. His goal is quite simple: win this war and get a crown focus in Stromgarde, please. Win this war and form the Aeternum Empire, well, by taking over all of the Alterac kingdom. And we have some undead down here. Let's go defeat them with one army here. Let's take the army in the north and go march them out down here and hope this second army doesn't get destroyed entirely. Attach the dwarves to that fighting force. Now let's go defeat the enemies here. And don't give out land to anyone who asks. We should probably use this army to go face the peasant revolt. That's doing something. Go win this battle here with the undead. That peasant revolt is gone. They got defeated. Good. I think the local vassals handled it quite well. And there is some undead moving around. Not good. Then they're going to fight our units here. Had the king lead the units in this battle, or try to anyway. We have more undead arriving, and that's like 7,000. We have like 70. No, we are going to lose that battle now. We are. But we're going to win this battle at the very least. Win this battle against the Scourge, and let's have the king get the organizer trait. That's good. We keep winning battles. The undead kicked us out in one area. We're going to go fight them, though. They have the terrain advantage. It's whatever. And let's start hiring some mercenaries at this point. We still have the Holy Orders of the Holy Light. The Order of the Silver Hand and the Argent Dawn is still on our side. Let's get, I guess, the Dogs of War and Himmet's Hunters as backup troops. They're going to be mercenaries for us for this conflict. As long as we can pay them, they're going to be on our side. And they're very expensive, so we need to use them in battle extensively. We have a huge battle here, huge battle. Get the mercenaries up here, please. Get all of our units assembled. Save this force here. Win this battle. Okay, we had 9,000 some troops. Let's actually... Okay, they're not going to get out of that battle alive. So let's try to rally our units and try to recover what we have. Fight this undead force once it's possible to do so. Someone's in a dungeon, and someone was captured trying to free someone from a cell. Titan security, whatever. We have 19,000 soldiers at this point, and our dwarven allies have been routed along with our other troops. But let's stop this undead force here, who are locked in. They cannot escape from where they're going to, judging by that, like that lock icon there. And let's defeat them there. Win this battle against this undead force. That's good. And we have 14,000 members, 13,000 soldiers of the Scourge to our north. And if we can just win this battle with the Scourge, it is so decisive that we achieve victory here. Let's just play defensively at this point and attack the Scourge whenever they enter our territory. 17,000 undead soldiers of the Scourge right there. A lot of units from Lordaeron probably. We have 31,000 units. Let's go crush this enemy force. Win this battle. Brutal battle. And we're going to win, though, so that's good. Undead lose there. Take this place back and keep winning battles where we can. And hopefully we can just grind them down attrition-wise with our sheer wealth and numbers. I mean, the undead usually have more numbers. We can just get a ton of troops via mercenaries. And if we can just keep that going, that would be good for us. We have 10,000 undead here. Defeat them in battle. Good. As soon as we see them, we have to destroy their army as quick as possible. And let's not have attrition affect us too badly. Just wait for the undead to come face us or reassemble or do something. Let's just rally up our troops at Stromgarde and wait for them to come near the places we captured in, I guess, Alterac. We took Ravenhold. We are holding on to that for now, which is ideal. But the undead are going to go back on the offensive very soon. 10,000 some undead there. They're moving into Hillsbrad. So let's go rescue Hillsbrad from the undead. Well, save them from the Scourge. 10,000 troops versus like 30,000. It's going to be a win for us easily. They lose there. And the Scourge is taking a lot of casualties, honestly. They have... How many units do we have at this point? They have... Well, they have 10,000. They have won the war, I think, with the Alliance or something. They have a Scourge Tide Mother Revolt. Okay. And how is Kultiris doing? Did they win, or what happened there? They had a truce. And it was won by Lich King Desmond the Cruel. Okay. Well then, so the Alliance failed, but Stromgarde is not going to fail like they did, because we have tons of money, tons of troops, and tons of tributaries. And I think the dwarves are only still involved in this war because it happened to still be going on when the King Galen Trobane died. I'm glad that had to happen when it did. I mean, if there was any ideal time for him to die, it was then. Just for the sake of keeping our tributaries in the fight. Win this battle against these undead troops here of the Scourge. That's going to be like 9,000 defeated. There are a lot of troops dead there. It's actually... How many units do they have? They have a fighting force at this point. They have 7,000 men. We can at least hire mercenaries if we have... Okay, they're down at our capital, evidently. So let's go defeat them. Somebody formed an alliance with someone, whatever. Win this battle here, defeat these undead. Let's try to fight this landing force or wait for them to be stuck. They're there. That's 18 men, 18 undead just slain. I don't know why you'd land with only 18 men, but whatever. Let's go fight these 7,000 undead soldiers, this army here, in this place we were trying to fight for. And the king is now... King Pharaoh the Hideous is going to level up as a rogue. He's a legendary rogue now. Okay, that's good. We won this battle here. We're at 68% war score. There's a revolt. Let's go take care of that revolt so we don't take all the land we fought for. We're going to fight the forces of Lordaeron here. We won a battle. And let's get the trait Wrath from this event here. That's good. And let's win this battle here. We'll take this place to Lordaeron Revolt took over and take it for ourselves. The invasion of the Burning Legion. I think the Burning Legion lost. This is like their second invasion at this point. It's whatever. Go fight the undead down here. Send them packing once more. Defeat them for like the 10th time now in this war. And they lose. Good. Songs will be sung of this day indeed. So let's win this siege. Go fight this battle here. We have like 10,000 troops at this point. Which honestly, we're really taking a lot of casualties due to sheer attrition. We're trying to win battles where we can. Defeat the undead in this battle. That's done. And take this place again for us, please. And the Horde has done something. They got a new leader or something. I don't know. Whatever. We have 8,000 men at this point, and we need more troops, but it's whatever. Win this battle here. We want to win this war so badly. The creation of the Blood Knights Order. Okay? And this is a time for us to hire some mercenaries, probably, if I had to say so. Hire some more mercenaries. And some stuff is going on. I think the Scourge is collapsing or something, because there's now an independent magocracy of Dereshire. Magistocracy. There's also an independent Delaron. And, yeah, that's going on. There's also an independent Stratholme. I think the Scourge has fallen apart as they lose more units. I mean, they're losing control. Desmond, the Lich King, Desmond, is losing control over his horde of the undead as he's taking tons and tons of casualties in this conflict. Or maybe they're just declaring independence and the Scourge can't do anything to stop them because of the severity of this war. And they took some land there. Great. Kick them out. Fight in the battle. Don't run away from us. Fight these units, though. And we need to probably hire some more mercenaries, yeah. Let's hire some mercenaries now. Take this place back. Hire the... who can we hire? Let's hire the Stromgarde, who I think is... No, they're corrupt. They're undead, so they're going to fight. But they're going to fight on our side. Magister Merrill, the ill ruler of the Stromgarde. Merrill Failstorm's going to be on our side, okay. They're going to come join us. We need a new council member. That's going to be a new marshal for us. We need a new knight champion. That's basically our marshal, and he's going to be there. Let's go beat this revolt, I guess. Win this battle here, maybe. That's going to be done. Battle takes place. Let's duel this guy, and the king wants to fight. He won that duel, so that's done by the king, Pharaoh the Hideous. Let's win this battle. Siege down this place. At least there's a lot of revolts going on. Not a lot of revolts. I mean, there's a lot of places that have been sieged down as these revolts are going on while we're trying to purge the lands of Altharak, and that means it's easier just to occupy these places. I suppose we have won. It's over. We have won, and we can take Altharak now. We have purged the lands of the undead here, and it doesn't matter what we do. Let's purge the population. The undead are going to be gone. We get tons of negative effects from doing this. Who cares? Can we actually create the realm now? We want to create so badly. Dismiss all of our realm levies. Keep the mercenaries in the field. Can we create it? Create the Aeternum Empire. It's done. The Aeternum Empire has been formed after so much fighting, and we have done that. So the Aeternum Empire is created. The Scourge has lost hard against Stromgarde. It took us 3 rulers and many years. We played this for, what, 70 years. It took us 70 years. Get rid of all these messages. It took us 70 years, but we have formed the Aeternum Empire. It is done. After all that fighting and conquest and everything else, this is going to be the end of my Stromgarde 583 series, and of course the end of part 8 of the series and the series as a whole, like I just said. If you enjoyed everything, make sure to like and subscribe. Have an awesome day. Thank you for watching. Bye.